My Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters, the 12 tribes of Israel scattered all over the earth. Let me take this moment to say welcome back. This is your Moray, Dr. Yeshua. And my brothers and my sisters, I want to say to you that I really thank you. Thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. And I've spoken to quite a few people this week, and they promised that they would subscribe. And if you're one of those persons that's reading and listening to this session and you have subscribed, thank you for keeping your words. Thank you so much. Thank you. Many people want to keep their words. They say they're going to do something and, they forget as, issues and different things come up. One of the things that I found out in life, my brothers and my sisters, is this. When you make a decision, if you made a decision and you did it, emotionally, as soon as the emotion passed, then, you started feeling, and you start saying, did I say that? Okay. It's like, did I do that? So we do a lot of things by our emotion, and but it takes emotion to do things. I'll be honest. You cannot, everything you do, you have to think. Your mind, your will, everything, right? And so it's coming from your heart. It's coming from, I'm not talking about the heart that pumps blood. I'm talking about what makes you function, okay? All right. And so sometimes we do make decisions, but it's not based on reality. Sometimes, it's like people every year, for those who celebrate Christmas, right? When they come to the end of that December and the last day before, the January comes in, right? Even though that's not for the Hebrew celebration, okay? That's our New Year is not January 1, okay? But this is, we live in it, and it is under the Gregorian calendar. So people who go by the Gregorian calendar. Okay, so January comes in, and they say, man, just the day before, I am going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to drop this off, I'm going to start a new leaf, and then, and it's because we're very high on emotion, right? And then some of us are high on other things, okay? But as soon as the other things, highness gone, and we're back to our normal self, my brothers and my sisters, we start thinking, no, I'm not sure if I'm ready to do that, okay? And then, we deep down in our heart, we want to do it, and so we say, okay, I'm not sure if I want to do this, but your emotion comes in and say, okay, all right. If you don't do that, you're a chicken. If you don't do that, it's like your rest of the people. Well, let me say this, my brothers and my sisters. When we talk about thirsting for Yahuwah, like that's what we're talking about in Psalm 42. Thirsting for Yahuwah. When we talk about thirsting for Yahuwah, listen to this. Whether our emotion is high or our emotion is low, we have a thirst. Our inner man have this longing, right? And this longing is not just put there by chance. this long, you see, when Yahuwah created us, he created us with the capacity to love him in return. He loves us and he does all of these different things for us. So we all have the capacity to love him, right? But sometimes we don't allow that real desire of loving, want to get close to Yahweh. We don't allow it to take precedent, right? And sometimes other things come in. And then one of the things is, as Hebrew Israelite people, right? That those of us who've been awakened. I'm talking about those of us who have been awakened. Right? He gives us this deep desire. It's a yearning that it doesn't matter how much of Yahuwah we got today. We want more of him tonight. We want more of him tomorrow. And as each day is a thirst, this thing in us, this is a innate desire that he places in our hearts as his children, that we want to have a relationship and we want to have fellowship. Fellowship with him is moment by moment, my brothers and my sisters. And so this is where we are as his children. Okay? So our thirst for him, and like I said, sometimes you know, we get down on a low. Okay? He wants us to be on that high all the time. That high that makes us thirst for him. Okay? Make us thirst for him. The last session we dealt with and was I think in verse 2. We dealt with verse 1 and also verse 2 of Psalm 42. Thirsting for Yahuwah. And in verse 3, it said, my tears have been my meat day and night. My tears have been my meat day and night. My desire. It's like when you eat meat supposed to make you feel satisfied, right? Well, it's like he wants to get so close to Yahuwah. And he used the word meat here to describe, you know, the intense feeling that he had for Yahuwah. So he said, my tears have been my meat. It's like my food. Day and night. It means it's just longing. It's, look, I want to be close to my Yahuwah. I want him to live in my heart. I want to reign in me. I want him to be the king of my life. You see, a king sits on a throne, my brothers and my sisters. That's what the king does. He sits on a throne, okay? And when he's on the throne, he makes, you know, proclamation. Right? He makes proclamation. And the proclamation is supposed to spread. Because you have people, it's like, it's good tidings. And even if it's bad tidings, you have people who will take it. The king has people who will take it to different places. Well, Yahuwah is giving us good thing. It gives us joy and peace, and it gives us happiness, my brothers and sisters. It gives us everything that we ever stand in need of. So it said, my tears have been my meat day and night. I want to look at the word day here, because day here is, it's talking about yomam. And yomam is basically talking about day time, or day by day. By day. Okay. Okay, because day has a different connotation than night. Day has the ability, you know, push. Like you're alive, you come alive. In the night, you're tired and you're sleepy, but at the same time, it has, night connotates also trouble, misery. You know, they talk about the night season. Where different kind of issues come. Because you see what happened in the daytime, we're busy moving here and there, But when you sit down, all the issues and stuff that you avoid by just being active in the daytime, those things just start coming back to you, because now you sit. You're ready to meditate. And we're ready to meditate upon the things of Yahuwah, that things that, you know, He put in our hearts from His word. Okay? And what happened? The different issues start coming up now. You know. And you start wondering, why is it that this thing didn't happen in the daytime? It is happening now. Okay. So, day here is yomam in the Hebrew. Yomam. Yod, Vav, Mem, and Mem. Yomam. And so, what is talking about here is daytime, or day by day. By day. Daytime or by day. And you know, daily in the daytime, and we say it come from yomam, and but this another word here is because yomam is the original word, but here's another word that it derives from yom, and it's talk about daily, something daily in the daytime. Always, continually. Sometimes it refer to, you know, daily, each day, or today. Come from an unused root, meaning to be hot. In the daytime, like, you know, it's hot. In the nighttime, so it will be a little bit cooler, you know. It's so going to be hot or warm in the daytime, warm hours. And sometimes it's used literally, and like if we use in a literal sense, say, you know, sunrise to sunset, or some associated term, you know, age, you know, birth, now, today, tomorrow. Sometimes it talks about like elder, right? Morning, evening. Sometimes the day can be everlasting, long, forever, perpetually, my brothers and sisters. You know, our required season. sometimes that can refer to required season or a place of time. Okay, but here when we talk about, like, sometimes we refer to like a trouble, in trouble. Okay, and within us, sometimes we refer to a while, in a while, or something will happen for a while, or sometimes it refers to something whole or age, like I mentioned age before, full year, or sometimes we refer to something younger. So the word yomam used in a great variety of application. But it's not only in the day and night. Not only day and night, but we want to notice here, I understand, not only in the day but also in the night. And when we talk about the night here, is a word, like a la-lil or lay-lil. Sometimes people pronounce it differently, like la-lil, but lay-lil, okay? And sometimes it is used as lay-lela, lay-yela, that kind of term. And but it's talking about la-lil here, the night. This is talking about night, okay? And sometimes it's midnight season. Talk about that. Sometimes talk about it, midnight season. And sometimes it's, what they refer to as a twist away of the night, or twist away of the light. We have the light in the day, but as soon as it gets dark, the earth rotates to the point where other people getting the light and you getting the darkness. And so it just basically, the twist away of the light is basically referring to the night, figuratively. And sometimes we refer to the night, in a sense like adversity, the night season, the midnight season, right? So he said, while his tears have been his meat day and night, people are saying, while he's going through this experience, the day and night, people are saying continually, they continually say to him, man, it's like they saw the trouble, they saw what he's going through, they saw all of the heartaches that he's going through. Then they're going to come to him, and instead of giving the comforting word, they're going to ask him, then, man, you've been serving your God all the time. It's like coming to me and say, you say you are a Hebrew Israelite, and you've been serving Yahuwah. Now you're in trouble. Where is he? My brothers and sisters, Yahuwah doesn't think the way we think. And he's always, Yahuwah is always on our side. He's always providing for us. He's always, my brothers and sisters, making a way for us. While they say, amar, the word say here is amar, means to utter or to say something, right? To utter or to say is like to answer, to vouch for, or to bid, or to boast of self, or to call, to certify, or to challenge. Like in this case, they're challenging him. Where is, trying to put doubt in our mind. Okay, so you're saying it. They're boasting and saying, "Hey man, yeah, Things are better on my side, you know. Things are better on my side. And so all these different, negative charges that they want to ask, put you into a spot like Job and his friends. Man, something got to be in your life. Something got to be going wrong while you're suffering like that. They suppose and they talk and they tell, they think, and in a speech, they utter it, my brothers and sisters. They say it, and they say it loudly. Sometimes they try to find the largest crowd of people to go and say what they just said. But we're going to stand up, right? And we're going to wait on him because where is thy God? My brother, my sister, anybody ask you where he is in my heart. He is in his dwelling place. Right? He sits on his throne. And remember, your body, is a temple of the living rock. He lives in us. Okay? And he's right there by our side, watching and ready to attend to any needs that we may have. But we have to trust him. Praise be to his holy name. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Okay, so we're going to stop here and then we'll come back to the next verse. All right, so we're going to ask you in the meantime, my brothers and my sisters, to be a blessing to someone today and to walk with the King. Shalom.